So, welcome to Ships at Sea. I played this game when it first launched and I wasn't a big fan of it. It was very, very early access, but the devs have done a lot of updates. So we are going to be starting a career on the water. And the very first thing I'm going to do is we're going to come to the office. We're going to go to the bank and I'm going to take out as many loans as I possibly can because I want upgrades for the boat that we're going to buy. So I believe that's the biggest, that's the biggest one we can take. We don't have enough equity for the other two. And I'm going to grab every single loan. So I'm going to take all of these loans. And I'm at the max, so I can't take that small one. But we've gone from 50,000 up to 150. So we're now going to enter the shipyard. And the reason I'm doing this is because I refuse to start this game with this tiny little rowboat. I do not like it. And not only that, if we come to the computer, we go to boats, we're going to be buying the roster. But I also don't want this at its base. I don't want to go in like 6 or 7 knots. I want speed. I want to be doing rapid cargo delivery. So yes, we're going to have to make, like, I don't know, 150 grand extra just so we can pay off our loans and stuff. We're going to buy the boat. So if I grab that, then we're going to go active boat and we are going to, how do we change it? Because I've just bought the, okay, I believe it's changed now. I don't, yeah, you just click on it, I'm guessing. It becomes your active one. So now that that's our active, if we go to, I'll change the name of it. So I think that's a good name. We're going to call it Barents Prime so that it's not Amazon Prime, but we are going to be Prime Delivery. And then this is where the good stuff happens. We've got 105 grand. I'm not too bothered about the fuel tank. So if we go engine, I want to get that 70 grand engine. I'm going to buy that. We're going to install it straight away. And then the propeller, we get, enhancement to get engine and top speed. So we'll grab the 10 grand one. And then install that. Then steering, that's just cosmetic. So we go throttle, purely cosmetic, doesn't affect functionality. So do we spend money on that? I don't think it's worth spending money on a searchlight. We're not doing rescue missions and stuff in this boat. And when it's nighttime, we'll still be able to see at least a little bit. So we have some upgrades on it. We've changed its name and everything. We're now going to head to the office and take on some jobs. And I was going to leave the shipyard, but I wasn't sure if I had installed all the upgrades we did. I know I did the engine and everything. But it says this throttle upgrade is purely cosmetic, doesn't affect functionality. It doesn't mention that on the throttle black. So I'm actually going to spend the 9.5 grand and buy this one. I don't know if it does make any difference. It does say accelerating, cruising or docking. The upgrade ensures seamless speed regulation and gear shifts. So now we're going to head to the office and we are going to grab some deliveries. I'm going to do, there's 3 deliveries there, but there's 5 supplies and 7 goods. There's 3 extra small, 4 small. We should be able to fit that on. And that's over 2 grand, 188 XP. So we have a bunch of goods that we need to put onto our boat. So if we come down here, we are going to enter the boat. If it lets me, there we go, board boat. We're going to place this. I'm going to try and put them as far along as I can. I don't know if we'll be able to do the 7 as well, because it's all going to the same place. I mean, it depends how much space the small goods take up, because the extra small are tiny. But things like this, they're obviously going to take up a lot more space on the boat. So this crate is the last one that I need to get on this boat, and it seems as though we've got a lot more space. They can go all the way back here, so surely we can do it. If I slot that in there, that's the 5 from 2 jobs. I want to see how many small and extra small cargoes there are. So it's 4 small, 3 extra small. I mean, I have to try it, don't I? There's a lot to board here. Do these actually just stand up? Because if these stand up, this could be... Oh, they do. There's a chance we could actually pull this off. And this is going to be a lot of money and a lot of XP to start this off with. We have absolutely smashed that. I've still got space in here, but I've got 12 bits of cargo. You can't really see the small things behind there. We've got 3 jobs going at the same time. So, let's take control of our boat for the very first time. And if we undock it, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And we get this going. I've actually just damaged myself getting out of the port. I've got the standard waves on 50%, which is default. And then I've also left the storm waves on default for when we eventually have a storm. They're at 100% though, so storms could be incredibly dangerous. But look at this, because we've got the upgrades, we're going like 11.8, nearly 12 knots, instead of the standard 6 to 7 that you'd start the game with. And I think what I'm going to do with this is save up the money to pay off the loans with cargo jobs. And then also save up the money for the very first fishing boat. It's tiny, costs like 30 something grand if I remember correctly. But I don't want to be doing cargo for too long, because it's the only thing I've ever done in this game. I've never gone to fishing, never done service jobs. So hopefully earning the money to pay the loan back doesn't take too long. Doing it like this, we're going to be leveling up loads and earning a load of money, providing we can keep getting multiple jobs going to the same location. So we do have like 3.1, 3.2 kilometers left to go, which is quite far, but obviously we're going 12 knots. And the good thing is, I believe the devs have put offices for work at every single port in the game now. So we're not going to have to go here, then go back to Rost to get a job. And if I remember correctly, that's how it was when the game first launched into early access. And not only that, when the game first launched, you could earn a load of money just by doing very short delivery jobs, like they were worth loads more. Whereas now they've balanced the economy a lot better, so that you get different XP, like you actually get the amount of XP and money you should be for how far you're traveling. And I'm going to be keeping this to, I would like to do deliveries less than 5 kilometers, but I'm always going to go for the one that has multiple jobs, even if it is over 5 kilometers, because I can't be doing single jobs to earn that money back. It's going to take me forever to do it that way. So we have 2 kilometers left to go, and it's been smooth sailing so far. Not much to talk about when you're on the water if you're not doing fishing and stuff, because you're mainly just going from A to B with cargo, and then you drop it off, pick up more, and you move on and do the same thing. And look at this, there's now fish farms that you can buy, but they're 500,000 each. And this map goes all the way up to Moscon at the top here, which is 41.8 kilometers away from where I am. So going 13 knots, that's going to, like, real time, that takes forever. I did one the other day, before coming up with the idea to play this properly and record it and everything. I went from Rost, I think it was Rost, all the way down to the very bottom, down to Skomva or whatever it's called. And yeah, that took, I think, probably about an hour real time. That some of these cargo jobs can be incredibly time consuming. But we are less than 1.5 kilometers away, but 1.3 kilometers away from dropping all this cargo off. And I'd say we've done this quite quick. There's 11 hours remaining for this job still. But I mean, we do have to offload 12 bits of cargo, so it's going to take a little while to do that. Oh, and that's another thing, as we're approaching the port, the autopilot feature actually works in the game now. You can turn it on and everything, because when it first launched it didn't have autopilot at all. The only problem with it is when you get to the end of your destination, it doesn't cut your power. So I set it to maybe, say, 0.2 kilometers away from a bit of land. It didn't stop, I smashed into a port, and yeah, I did like 20% damage to the boat. But if we go back into the chase cam, we are 0.2 kilometers, like you can literally see the port. And I'm going to try and take it easy, because I've already caused a little bit of damage to our boat, and that's not a good start. Especially when I'm in like 150 grand debt with the bloody bank. It does say to move closer to dock. Come on, don't be annoying. Little bit of throttle, give it 69%. Reduce speed, come on. And then let me dock, let me dock, let me dock. Yeah, T, docked. Okay, nice. So now, if we get out of the driving seat, we now grab all of this. We leave the boat, we come and place this one down. I'm going to have to be quite tidy with my placement as well, because we've got a lot to offload. So I've got quite a lot of it off the boat already. We've still got these 2 log piles. Can I place them there? Yep, nice. I think we should be able to offload it all. And some of the stuff will disappear, and it won't tell you that you completed a quest if it's not your active one. So like there it's told me, because that's my active one. We got 2278 money, 188 XP. But now it's saying we don't have a job. Yeah, if you look at our money, we've got 17.8. If we just carry on offloading these, you'll see there, our money and XP went up. And it doesn't tell you because it's not your active job. So the first time I did that, I had to just double check everything. Because you've got a list of jobs that I'll show you in a moment when we've got this off. So this is the final thing we need to drop off. You do have a job list thing. So there we go, we've got 20,000. So we've got about 5 grand for that. And a bunch of XP, like 444. If we go, is it here? Company, missions. Yeah, so you'll see active, completed. These 3 have been completed. So you can see the jobs that you've done and stuff. But it doesn't come up and it doesn't make them the active job. Like, you only get the one active job. And if you've got multiple on the same trip, it's not going to show you. Like, basically what's just happened to us. But now, if we go to the office that's here, I mean, we can travel back to Rost. It's... What's that? 419 and 6 grand. Wow, they're paying good. So if we go 5.4, that's 6,000. No, that's definitely not worth it. To go all that extra distance for barely anything extra. But what about this one? 8.5 grand, 600, but that's 9.7 kilometers. And then that one, I don't think I can take medium goods. It does say tier 1, 2, or 3, but you need the small crane operator skill. We don't have any skills. But that's 77 grand and 1,800 XP for that. But it is 35 kilometers. So I think we'll do the Rost one because it's 430 XP, 6,200. That's a really good job. And I mean, yes, we're going back to Rost, but for that money and that XP, I am more than happy to. And we've barely got to take any cargo with us. We've just got 2 of these boxes that I'm placing on now. And that big blue tub that we've already put on. And there we go, that's all of our cargo set up. But pretty much the same as what we've just earned. If not, I think it's even more money. But we are going to undock and get underway with our journey. So we're away from the port. We are heading back to Rost. I'm surprised at how much we're being paid and how much XP we're getting for this. We're definitely going to level up. We're going to have a decent amount of money on us. I think what I'm going to have to do when we get back to Rost is go into the shipyard. I want to repair that 1% damage. I don't like having damage. And then I think what I'm going to do is check out how often they take payment. Because we're currently on the 1st of June. And it's 10:30 in the morning. I want to see, because if it's like, oh, we'll take money once a month, we're going to earn way more than enough in a whole month in-game. So I think we'll be able to just use all the money we've currently got. I want to get that fishing boat. That's like my biggest goal at the moment. If my eyes didn't massively deceive me or my brain completely throw me off, I believe that fishing boat is about 30-something grand, which we're obviously not going to have when we finish this job. We're still 2.4 kilometers away. I mean, it's not too far. But I think we might have to do a few more cargo missions before we have enough money. And not only that, I don't want to buy that boat like stock. I want to get upgrades for it. However, I know how expensive they are, so I don't know. I'm in a tough spot at the moment. I might just have to do cargo jobs for a little while, save up a bunch of money. It'd be really nice if we could check out the price of the fishing boat, but then also have a look at its upgrades. I don't know if you can look at the price of the upgrades, but that would be ideal so that we would have some sort of target to work towards. And obviously I need to check out the services as well. Not the services, sorry, the bank. I need to check how often they take payment for the debt. So we are not too far out now, 0.7 kilometers. It's been nice and chill. I've been staying away from the islands as much as I can. I do not trust them at all. I don't want to get, I don't know, say 20 foot away from one and there's just a stray bit of land come out of nowhere and hit me. And I don't want to crash into that thing either. I really do not trust this game. It is still early access. They just put a load of updates into it and made loads of progress with the development for the full release, which I believe is going to be at some point next year. But they're still updating it frequently. There's different tier knives and stuff coming into the game for gutting your fish. I believe at some point. I think it might have just started in beta. But I'm not doing any of that beta stuff. I want to be playing like the most stable version I can. So I'm going to try and park this exactly where we started the game. Yeah, I don't want to be in this sort of like crane area. I want to be over here at this little jetty sort of thing, because I want to check out the office and see about the loans. I'm really nervous though, because it's such a small space to work in. Oh, please. Please, game be nice. Let me turn. No, I got to reverse a little bit. Cut the engine. Yes, I'm trying to reduce my speed. I can't do anything, game. Dock, dock, dock. Done it. Oh, I've actually managed to successfully dock without destroying my boat. The leave boat. I'm hoping that's not too far away for me to board it. I mean, it is docked, so hopefully we're good. Deliver the cargo with pleasure. Let's go get the other two. So we've got the last one here. Let's drop this one off. And look at that. 6,200 money. 430 XP. So we leveled up. We've still got amateur certificate. If it goes to office, bank, interest rate 10%, monthly repayment. So is that... Like, we're currently midday June 1st. Do we go to June 2nd? And then, like, actually go through the month? Have I got the money for that long? I'm guessing we just keep earning money and we see. I can repay the whole lot off in one go. If I wanted to, but I'm not going to right now. And the reason I'm not going to is because I want to check this out. I'm going to repair that 1% on my boat. So, customize financial upgrades. Oh, we can sell it. 36 grand. Can we not even sell... If I uninstall that... Oh, you can sell the upgrades. They're nowhere... Like, they're worth nowhere near as much. But, that's cool to know. So, I did reinstall that. So, can we see... If we go boats... So this is rowing, cargo, 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 fishing, fishing, rowing boat again, service, 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 cargo, fishing. I want to eventually at one point get to these. But look at their prices. We're making like 5 grand a delivery job and like 6 grand at a push. This is 64.5 million. So yeah, I was bang on. It was 32,950 for the first fishing boat. Oh, we can't check the upgrades. But let's see. 6.7 meters. Fishing boat. Tonnage 0.9. Max speed 6 to 13. Engine power 30. Fuel 1,000. Cargo type XS. Cargo capacity 1.5 tons. Max crew 2. Is long line fishing. Max fishing gear 4. And then you get your fish quotas. So like 20 tons of pollock. There's a tier 1 fishing boat used for long line fishing. It's a solid boat in perfect shape, easy to operate and ensures a seamless fishing experience. Right, so luckily it's only going to cost 110 to get this fixed up. So I've done that. I'm going to wash the boat and we're going to go do some more cargo jobs. I want at least a couple of upgrades. I've got a feeling that I might just... I know I'm going to be losing money, but I might save up to, say, 50, 60 grand, have 30 grand left over, buy the fishing boat, then sell the parts that I bought for this. I mean, I probably should have taken the loan and instead of doing cargo, I should have gone straight into fishing. I don't know, we'll see. Let's get back out on the water and do some more cargo delivery for the time being. And I say that because when it comes to fishing, we need skill points. We've got 2, but we need skill points so that we can level up and so that we can actually unlock, like, longliner, can fish with long lines. We need skill points for it. So I had a little look at the different jobs that are available now, the different missions. And I'm going to take this one. It's 0.4 kilometers, so it'll be done very quick. But I was looking at Stavoya. The medium goods, I don't think my ship can handle it. I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know if you need a crane to do medium goods. Yeah, small crane operator. There's... Oh, there weren't that many a moment ago when I was just looking. Look at all of these to Vadoya. I think we're going to have to go to Vadoya. I literally came out of this screen, came back in, and there's all of these jobs available now. I don't know how many we can have active at the same time. But I'm going to go, it's 3.9 kilometers. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Take that one. And I'll take that one. So we've got 4 active. Oh, and I'll take that one. We have 5 active jobs. I think we're going to make a little bit of money back. But how much stuff have we got to load? Yeah, there's quite a bit we need to put on our boat. But that's fine. We should have enough space to do this. So I've got the last box. Oh no, I can't put it there. I was kind of hoping that I could... I mean, that'll do. I was kind of hoping I could get 3 along here. It's fine that I can't. We should still have enough space. The good thing is that with these extra small, we can if we get back on the boat quickly, what we can do is we can actually put these here. But that's, yeah, we're definitely going to have enough space to do this. So we are on to the last crate to load. And when we get on, look at that. We've got so much more space still. Like, we could have taken another couple of jobs, but we're now... I'm just going to make sure that I've definitely got everything. I'm pretty sure I have. There was quite a lot to load. Yeah, we're good. So, we're going to undock. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to go... I believe it's back to the same spot we went to last time. Yeah, it is down there by them fish farms. So, if we get underway... We're back at 100%. I'm going to go into this view because I prefer it. We're going to undock, go full speed. And now I'm going to start turning and slow down a little bit. There we go. So we've left Rost with 100%. We don't have any damage this time, thankfully. We've now got a 4-kilometer journey down to Vadoya to go and drop all of this cargo off. Look at how much. This is what happens when you get yourself into debt. You need to take lots and lots of jobs to earn that money back. And could you imagine, I get down here, there's a job to get 6,000 money and like 400 XP to go back to Rost, and then I get back to Rost and there's a load of jobs. And I just keep going, Rost, Vadoya, Rost, Vadoya, Rost, Vadoya. Oh no, 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 no. You are joking. I've actually managed to... I swear them rocks have come further away from the little island. I just took 10%. 1% was 100. That's gonna cost. That's like $1,000. And I mean, I could be incredibly cheeky and reload my save because I saved it maybe 5 minutes ago, and the autosave keeps happening. But I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm gonna try and play as legit as I can. So if there is damage, it's my fault. I should have seen that coming, but I swear they weren't there before. I'm pretty sure I've been the right-hand side of that sea marker. That is a sea marker, right? I don't even know if it is. Like, how I don't... Them rocks definitely... Like, the water level in the ocean somehow is going down. Or either that, the rocks are starting to float. Like, they're coming up to the surface. I don't know, but that I don't think that was there before. That's going to be my excuse. I should probably take full responsibility. I crashed. I should be paying more attention. But it is what it is. I mean, on the plus side, we are now 1.5 kilometers away from Vadoya. And it's just gone 10 past 4 in the afternoon. So, the sun's going to start setting. It's going to go nighttime. And it's not going to be too long now until we find out what happens when it goes to what I believe is going to be June the 2nd. So we are now slowly approaching Vadoya, and I would love for there to be an extra small or small cargo job back to Rost, because I believe that's the only shipyard that's in the game, and I would like to get that 10% damage fixed for crashing into them stupid rocks. So fingers crossed I can dock nicely. I really don't want any damage. It says move closer to dock. There we go, reduce speed. So there we go, dock. Nice. So if we get out of the like away from the wheel and we start lifting all of this on, we've currently got 26,666 and we're at 374 XP. So let's see how much we get from these jobs that we took. And I've only just noticed, I don't know how high you can stack them, and I don't know why I'm that stupid, but you can actually stack on top, so I didn't need to worry about space the whole time. I am such an idiot. Well, we've just finished one job, which was probably... Oh, there's 2 jobs gone. That's probably going to pay for the damage that I caused to the boat. So we just finished off dropping these cargoes. There's the main one done. We leveled up again. And this is the final drop-off. 33,559 from 26,666. And we're at 264. That was a very, very good journey. I mean, it's a shame about the damage, but what can you do? And we can't go back to Rost. Oh, no. I don't know where this place is. Look at the XP for these. So I'm probably going to do this one. I'm going to remember most of the... Well, some of these places by the end of their names. So I'm just going to call this one Beta. And if we go to the map, we go closer. Yeah, that is there. We can go to that place with one of these for 6 grand again and 420 XP. I'm hoping that place has a short job over to Rost, and that'll be perfect. So if we get this cargo loaded up, we're good on fuel. There's only certain places you can refuel as well. And how high can I stack? If we grab the last box, can I put all 3 on top of each other? Or does this one have to go next to them? Oh no, it can go... Okay, fine. We've got a triple stack there. And yep, that's perfect. I took another 1% damage getting away from that place because I docked so close to the port itself. But we're off. We're on a journey again. It's 20 past 5 in the afternoon. But the sun is starting to set. And we've got, what, 3.6 kilometers to go. I'm wondering, and I'm willing to sacrifice a skill point. There is a skill that lets you repair 10% of your hull whilst you're out at sea. I wonder if that would let us save the money. Because, yeah, a little over $1 grand doesn't seem like a lot, but at the start of the game, it's a lot. Especially when you've taken out loans. And I'm glad I took out them loans because I'm currently going 12 knots. If I was going 6.5 to 7, these cargo missions would take so long to do. So if we very quickly come to the skill tree, we've got 3 points available. There's inventory slot, there's less fuel usage, and then you've got fire safety, don't need. Repair 3% faster, don't really need. Repair small failures, like this is the one here, engineer. Can repair out of sea, allows 10% hull repair. So we'd still have to repair 1%. I think, because the fishing boat we're going to buy is longline fishing, and I don't know if we would need to use a crane for it. We've got 3 skill points, and we should level up by the time we finish some of these jobs. So, in fact, I'm going to get this. There we go. It was interact. I think it's interact. It was, yeah, 99%. That's fine. If we just quickly jump back in, if I go to settings, mouse and keyboard, I don't know why this was a thing. But coming down here, interact, the primary function was unbound. So I put it to R because we've got a bunch of other useful keys on the keyboard that are already being used. So, I mean, at least I've repaired now. So we've sorted that out. And it just means that if I didn't hit the port on the way out of Vadoya, I wouldn't be worried about that 1% damage. And I wouldn't be so focused on trying to get back to Rost. But because of that 1%, I mean, it's a silver lining, isn't it? We unlocked the skill, so we've only got to pay for 1% damage. But because I hit that thing at Vadoya, that I hit the port, we still have to pay for a bit of repairs. I think I just saved us about $1 grand. And if we very quickly take a look at the mission, we're going to be getting 6,000 for this. So we're going to be close to 40 grand. Which I think is very, very good. Considering we started with 50, borrowed 100 grand from the bank, and then spent pretty much all of it. I'm tempted, if we go here and we manage to get a job to go to Rost, I'm tempted when we get to Rost to just sleep until tomorrow morning. Because I don't really want to be doing too much nighttime stuff with cargo. If it's like rescue missions, if it's taking people out to sea, I don't mind doing it at night time. But the cargo, I think it's pointless. We don't have a strong searchlight, and I'm not going to buy one just so that we go and do jobs at night. We might as well just sleep through to the next day. And we are now arriving at Beta. There is a nice big area we can dock at over here, because they've got small jetties around the other side. So if we get a nice approach, I don't want to get too close so that I'll take damage when I leave here. If I cut the engine and then just get a little bit of throttle going, then cut it, no, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. And then slow it down and dock. There we go. It's actually pulled me in a little bit. But that's the job done. That's 6 grand, a bunch of XP, which didn't even level us up. Oh yeah, where's the office here? We need to get a new job. I can't just drop off and then leave. Is this? Yeah, this is the office. So, let's have a look. Oh, there is one to Rost. 5 grand and 300 XP to go half a kilometre. But look, oh, look at this place. You are joking. There are 4 that's going to pay... I have 100% have to do it. So if I leave that one out, because that's... Let me have a look at the map. Let me assess this quickly. Yeah, but leave Koroya out of it. Would you go along to Lingvar, and then we go up to Ross to tell me they haven't changed? So I'm going to take all 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we take this as well. And then maybe there's some extra stuff at Lingvar to go to Rost. I mean, we do have some rather large boxes, and I do have to go a mile to get this loaded up. We can't dock here, unfortunately. I don't think we can anyway. Wait, hold up. There are 2 docking things. Could I not? Oh, there is a box here as well. No, I'm not sure. No. I've cut the power. Stop, reverse. Okay, we can dock. The boat should be safe. Hopefully we don't take damage from that. But yeah, look, that's so much easier to get this all loaded. Just turn around, board the boat, stack on top, don't be stupid. I think the only problem is, I didn't check which ones are for Rost. I don't know what we're actually taking to Rost, so I'm going to have to unload the whole lot when we get to Lingvar and figure out what's for Rost and what's not. Okay, so you can only stack as high as your boat. If I place that one there, and then we grab these 2, I don't think these are going to stack. No, they would need to go on top of each other. So if I place that there, what I can do is grab this one again. I can just put that, yeah, down there. Because then we can put this in this little gap. We can grab the other one because it's too high. And then what we can do is put that there. And then all we've got to do is grab the last one. That crate is empty. And then we board the boat and we plonk that in front. And then, I mean, we could tidy it up a little bit more even. And place that there. Nice, we're nicely packed, we're ready to go. We're off to Lingvar. I'm going to reverse out of here. We've undocked. And we really do not have far to travel, I love it. Okay, it's very... I didn't take damage, okay. It's very cockeyed, but we have managed to do it. So, if I check that again quickly, what do we need to leave on here? If I scroll down, it's much quicker. A cardboard box, 2 crates with tools, and a crate. That doesn't help me. I mean, let me just place all of it here. And we'll just see what's taken and what's not. So now we don't have an active mission. I don't know which of these are going to be taken for a job and which ones have to go to Rost. So I figured it, and look at our money. That is unbelievable. 58 grand. Does this place have any jobs to go to Rost? I need to check. Because the money away from Rost, like when we're out at sea, taking them jobs, it's crazy money. Office. Oh, they do as well. And it's nearly 5 grand. Oh, give me all the money and the XP. Thank you very much. Look at this. 2 jobs to go to Rost. And we are getting paid. It's going to take us no time at all. I don't even care about the placement. It's going to take us no time at all to earn enough money to get what we want. And to think I started this company in debt. I mean, we're still in the exact same debt. But it's been a good start. Now I've got to get out of here without damaging. So I'm thinking from Rost, if we just take like the 0.4 kilometers, we go to like Beta or Lingvar. And then when we're there, we take the different jobs that are available to go to other places. Because they're a lot, like they're so much more generous with their payments. Ow, that hurts. I can dock, but that was horrible. It's so rough out here. I wonder, can we do more repairs? I didn't even think to check. I bet it says the rest has to be done at the... Yeah, further repairs need to be done at the shipyard. So maybe it's when you visit a shipyard, it resets then. I'm not entirely sure. So one of the jobs is complete. We're just about to level up. I think we're just about to level up. If we grab the rest of this stuff, we'll get the skill point back that we spent on the ship repairs, which haven't really mattered. Like, yeah, we saved 10%, but I've still got to repair 5% because of like approaching Rost. Like, this was horrible. So let's grab. Look at how bouncy this is. Let's grab the last thing, and then let's bring it up to here. finish off this job, and we leveled up, nice, and we're at 68,792. Look at the jobs here, though. 1,700 payment, 154 XP. Like, they don't really get much better. Like, obviously, they're pretty good when you're doing medium goods. And large goods. Look at that, 9,000 XP, 162,000 money. So I had a look at them jobs. If I just very quickly come back and show you. I'm not going to take any of these ones because they're pretty bad for money and XP. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the Lingvar ones. There's a few of them here. I think there are 3. One here, then we've got 2 down here as well. So we'll get a few thousand and we won't have to travel far to do it. But we're going to go into the shipyard and we are going to see how much is going to set us back for that damage. So if we go to the end one, 4.7 damage is 559. I mean, it's not bad. I shouldn't have to pay because I shouldn't be crashing my boat, but it is what it is. And we're at 68,000. I need to see what happens when we go to the next day. It's 9:15 at night. I mean, I could go out now and do the jobs to Lingvar. But I think I'm just going to sleep. Can we sleep whilst we're docked? Please tell me we can sleep whilst we're docked. How do I even sleep on the Biditha Prime? Rest. There we go. Wait, what am I looking at to rest? Oh, the clock. Need some rest. Hours. Let's do 2. Whoa, not 5.8. 2 hours. Yeah, it's 11:20. Can I rest for another half an hour? No, it is either 0 or 1. So I'm going to wait until it goes midnight and see what happens. And if we have a look here, the work lights go on, the searchlight goes on, the interior lights, and we'll leave the wipers. But look, it barely lights up anything. I mean, it's not too dark, but it's not the nicest to look at either. So, the moment of truth, does it go June 2nd, or does it go... my guess would be July 1, meaning we're in the first year of the game in July. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we've got 68 grand at the moment. What happens when it reaches midnight? I believe it's 7 seconds per in-game minute. So let's have a look. We are about to hit midnight, and it goes June 2nd. Our money's still the same, so we've got a full month. I think when we're doing like potentially service jobs, but more the fishing, when we've got long lines set, we're not going to want to wait 18 hours in-game for fish to get into our long lines. So we'll be doing a lot of time skipping when we're fishing. But for now, doing the cargo, there's 30 days in June. So we've got another, like, including today, we've got 29 days to earn a load of money. We are good for the moment without needing to worry about the payment. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. We're still going to do some cargo jobs, but I want to see how much the upgrades are. So I'm going to go boats. I'm going to go to that first fishing boat, and we are going to buy it. I really need to see if I... Wait, did I not just buy it? Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, I panicked then. Okay, so rigging is long line. It says we can have crew. I think Flippy's a fitting name for this because the water's rough. If we go steering... Wait, is that really... Yeah, the internal fuel tank, steering... So, purely cosmetic. Throttle. That's cosmetic. That's I think it's the same upgrades. The 9.5 grand. But the engine... Oh, the biggest is only 30 grand. And then it's 10,000 for the propeller. And then searchlight. I don't think I'll be doing much at night time. But I mean, if we wanted to, we could spend 11 grand and double our lumens on the searchlight. So, what do we need? We need... I want that, so that's 10. The 30 for the engine, so that's 40 grand. And then the throttle I want as well. So that makes it 50,000. That's cosmetic, don't need the fuel tank. Acquire a corresponding skill to purchase. So I'm going to have to unlock the long line skill quick. So if I go skill tree, because I've got 4 points available, which is fine. If we go longliner, acquire... And then we should be able to now see... so that's only 1,500 to rig the boat. So we're still at around 50,000. And then I'll need to purchase the stuff to actually fish. So if I take that away... So remember 50 grand. And I'm saying that like you guys can remember for me. If I make that the active boat, I need to remember 50 grand. Then what we do is we go to the shop that's here, which I believe, yeah, is right here. And what we do is we have a look because there's tools. So we're going to need one of those, used for repairing. I don't think I need one that I could buy, but they're only 350. We're not going to be using a jigger. Use to untangle fish from net. I'm probably going to need one of those. Let's just say roughly around another grand there. Fuses, light bulbs, fish farms. In the switchboard on boats. Okay, I don't think I need the circuit breaker. I don't need all their sea markers. I don't need those at the moment. That'll be service stuff. Flashlight, don't really want to be working in nighttime yet, so that's fine. Binoculars. And I could do... No, they're not needed. Tag your fishing gear with Ping Me from Ocean Space Acoustics so you never lose it. Why would I lose fishing gear? That's scary, but it's 40 grand as well. Smolt is not available. Fish food. So 10 kilos used for feeding fish in fish farms. And then I'm guessing that'll do the same thing. 100, 500, and 1,000 kilos. I'm guessing we don't need that. I'm just going to need like the... I need the... Is there not a knife? Bear with me a moment. There is a fishery at Rost, so I'm going to have to go and check that place out. Yeah, hello mate. No, yeah, thank you for waving and greeting me, even though I live here too. So that's where we sell fish, purchase bait. Oh, purchase gear. Here we go. So we can get... And I don't think I'll need those. When deploying fishing gear, they're automatically attached. I don't think I need those right now. Long line in. So long line with 500 hooks, 10 grand. Oh no. I mean, you can do 250 hooks, 5 grand. Let's go with the 500 hooks. I think that'll do. Yeah, we're not doing net fishing. So we need to have about 65 grand. I think fishing's going to make us a lot more money than cargo does. Like, we need something that's going to pay up because it's, what, like 60 million or... It's something crazy for the tier 3 boats in this game. And they can't expect you to play the game for weeks and weeks and months on end. Like, I mean, concurrent, continuous gameplay time. They can't expect you to put like hundreds or thousands of hours into the game just to get to them boats. Like, I'm not saying expect it to be done in 5 minutes. But for now, we need to get ourselves up to, I think it's around 65 grand to start. So we need to make another 30 grand. So I'm going to take these. We're going to do all the Lingvar ones. So yeah, there were 3 of them. Oh, 4. Oh, 5. So I mean, we do have quite a bit to pack onto the boat. But if we get all of this packed, we go do this drop off, take some jobs from there. And I think we're going to wrap that one up there. I will be back very shortly with more because I think what I'm going to do is just carry on doing cargo jobs on my own. Wait until we get 65 grand. And then when I next record the game, we will be in a fishing boat. Or like, I'll show you guys buying it and upgrading it and everything. Like, we'll do it all together. But the next time, like when we come back for the next video, we'll have 65 grand ready to go and do the fishing. So, I'm just going to grab the final bit of cargo that I need to take over to Lingvar. And, yeah, I'm going to go on this journey, get this money together. I need about 30 grand, so maybe a few trips. I'm going to try and keep them all short and everything. But, yeah, that's going to do it for the beginning of our adventures in Ships at Sea. And I will see you guys when we have 65 grand.